Guess what day it is? Just guess. Come on, you know what day it is. You don't know? How could you not know? It might be the most beautiful day, no, the greatest day. Okay, I'll tell you. It's Hump Day. It's time for the Hump Day podcast with Matt and Zoe.
What is this? Matt and Zoe is back to business. Let's get it. Welcome to the Hump Day podcast.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Zoe, and today we're going to speed through this for you guys, but it's going to be interesting as always. Matt's going to get right into it for you.
All right, as usual, currently we got the NBA playoffs going on, so we'll talk about the NBA playoffs first, and then we're going to talk about little RGIII and who was the other guy?
Ryan
Clark, I think.
Ryan Clark.
Ryan Clark. The comments that he made about RG3 seemed a little out of place. We're going to talk about that a little bit. But let's jump into basketball first. So game one went off for OKC and Minnesota as soon as we hopped off the podcast. OKC won at 114-88. Really beat the brakes off them, to be honest. It was a pretty rough watch.
Wham, bam, thank you, man.
Yeah, SGA 31-9-3. 3 steals. He had himself a day. And Williams, Jalen Williams, 19-8-5. 5 steals. Yes. Ridiculous. They were just turning the ball over too much. Minnesota, you had Randall leading them, 28-8-1. He's had a pretty good playoffs. He showed up in pretty much every game. Not every game this series. The next game, he didn't come in. But AE, 18-9-3. You need more than that out of your superstar. And he said pretty much as much. Rudy did not play many minutes. 2-3-1, 21 minutes. So if you're paying that guy, I think a max contract, he's pretty much unplayable against the OKC.
Points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist in 21 minutes.
He had a steal and a block as well.
Steal and a block as well.
But I mean, you're paying him that much money, and you're only paying him 21 minutes. You need to move on from Rudy. Even though I think he did make a defensive team, we'll talk about that as well in a little bit. Still, he's unplayable in today's NBA. Mm-hmm. Back in the day, he would have been a boss. So I started writing down the shooting percentages because I think that really leads to wins. And also, SGA has this thing where people are calling him a free throw merchant. Mm-hmm. And I was kind of comparing it. So I wrote down some of his free throw stats. I didn't write down anybody else's, but I did look at them. Mm-hmm. And it seems to be, if you're like a superstar going to the bucket, you typically get free throws.
That's right.
So more shot attempts at the rack, more free throws. It kind of correlates. He's as much as I know he wasn't the MVP, I don't think he's a free throw merchant. That being said, Minnesota went 35% field goal percent, 30% from 3, 71 from free throw, and OKC went 50, 52, 80. And that right there tells you the whole game.
Splash.
Yeah. Holmgren had a real nice dunk. It was almost like a 360.
It was.
Chet Holmgren, you seen it? It was nasty. Minnesota did lead 48-44 at the half, and then it just fell off. They only scored 40 points in the second half. It's crazy.
Horrible.
That's like a 1 quarter you could do. Also AE, he swore during the press conference. So I don't know if he got fined or not, but they were talking about it.
No, I think you
he said, I only shot that many shots. But like he didn't know.
No, that's
he didn't realize.
Yeah, that is a bomb.
I think he got a fine, but I didn't look into it.
I wouldn't give him a fine. I'd give him a verbal warning.
A little warning. Yeah, but it's live, so they can't edit.
You gotta look at it. That rolled right. They know he. At that point, it was really a part of his reaction. Like, it wasn't like
he didn't mean to do it. It just came out.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he only shot that many shots. That's what he was worried about. And then they were talking mess about the free throw. Because SGA, out of all the free throws they shot, 26, SGA had the lion's share of them.
Yeah, 11 for 14.
But he's the one attacking the rack. So,
listen, guys,
I get why they're complaining.
Listen, and the way he plays.
Now, he does get a lot of phantom calls. I'm going to be honest.
He plays to make the next player create contact. So a lot of people, you can bake like Kyrie. He's not a high usage free throw shooter because when he drives to the basket, his drive is to just make the basket.
He's shaking him.
You know what I mean? SGA, he has a way of letting you hang on his back, getting you to create the contact and still go up
well,
with
most
a shot.
of the time, I think he creates the contact. He does get a lot of phantom calls. There is a lot where you're. But I think a lot of people do get phantom calls too. What they need to do is referee the game the way the rules are written. Because there's so many people getting away with carries, all this stuff, the step back.
So you mean to tell me when Joker be shooting high volumes of free throws, he's everything is right there?
I'm sure he gets phantom calls too. I haven't done research on him and looked at him, but I could tell. Just last night I watched the OKC Minnesota game. I think it was last night or the night before, because I think last night was Indiana.
No. Last night.
Okay. I watched New York beat Indiana on the game 3. So. It was last night.
Last night, yeah.
OKC, Minnesota. He had a few phantom calls.
It went to the wire.
Yeah. There was a call where Anthony Edwards passed the ball to the corner and SGA fell over, and they gave the call to SGA on defense as an offensive foul.
We're going to have to watch that.
I mean, everybody gets phantom calls. But
I don't know.
seems
At
like
this
he gets
point,
a lot.
yeah, I'm about to say at this point, it's kind of like everybody singling him out. It's kind of like James Harden when he used
gets
to go
more.
Who?
SGA gets more than everybody else. Phantom calls.
You don't remember the one move at
where he would
Harden
put his arms out and
yes.
make you, or he would swipe through and do the free.
So,
but they made a rule against that now. You can't swipe through.
But I don't know how you could it's basically he's not cheating the game. He's playing his play of basketball, and if you make the contact, it's people are just it's too many rules.
Well, no, there was a specific one where his cousin. By the way, his cousin plays for Minnesota, so they're playing against each other. Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Okay, yeah.
He's like a point guard. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's really good too. Not as good, but really good. Where they called the foul on him, and there was nobody near him. SGA just barreled to the basket and threw it up. It went in, and he got the free throws, but there was no contact at all. SGA was trying to create contact, and they pulled a chair.
I don't really.
There's plenty of videos.
At this point, I think that's why the NBA losing credibility too, man. It's just way too much. Like
the refs play too much of a part, I think.
Well, I mean, that can go as far back as the MJ days.
I guess.
Remember the example you told me what the ref said?
Oh, yeah. I forgot his name. He was talking to Donahue.
He was talking to the ref, and the ref was like, "Whoa, you know, I mean, Mike."
Oh, yeah. No, I thought you were talking about gambling. Donahue was involved in gambling.
No, when they didn't get the call, when Michael Jordan didn't get a certain
call.
Oh,
yeah. He's like, I like you, Mike.
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but see, that's all. It goes
I mean, it's worse right
back.
now. It's crazy right now.
But I'm saying they have a long line.
Yeah.
The refs have a long history of.
I think in every sport, too. I think the less involved the refs are, in determining the outcome of the game, the better for the game. And I'm not saying the refs are doing anything wrong.
That's why I like chippy games.
Yeah, where they let them kind of. Yeah. I like those too.
I like those chippy games.
All right, on to game 2. OKC beat them again, 118-103. Not such a bad beatdown, but pretty bad. SGA 38-3 and 8. 3 steals, 13 for 15 from free throws. The last game he did 11 for 14 from free throws. Jalen Williams, 26, 10, 5, and a steal. That was a sick stat line.
I watched that entire game.
That's a good stat line.
Bro, listen.
Yeah, he was nice.
Listen, that boy was styling.
Yeah. He takes some shots, too, where I'm like, that's a bad shot. And just goes in. Yeah, his fadeaways.
Water,
and mid-range.
Yeah, his mid-range.
He'll, dribble into it. What are you doing? If I was the coach, I'd be so mad and he went
because
in.
Because if he dribble into it and he get the jump before the guy he already has the advantage.
And his arms are so long? Yeah. Chet Holmgren, 22, 4 and 2, 3 blocks. For Minnesota, you had McDaniels, 22 and 2 with 3 blocks. Rudy, 5, 9 rebounds, and 1 assist. And he had 30 minutes that game. They still lost. So he's just unplayable. They need to get rid of him. No offense to Rudy. He just doesn't work in the system. AE, 32, 9 and 6. Still not enough. 41% from field goal range, 28% from 3, 77 from free throws. And then OKC 50, 27, and 80% from free throws. So 27 from three-point range. They shot horrible from three-point, and they still won it.
Both teams.
So but they shot 50% from the field. So
yeah,
they're gonna win it that way. SGA got his MVP before the game,
which
unfortunate.
Hey, congratulations, SGA. I picked you.
I didn't.
So right.
Everybody knows Jokic's stat line, triple double.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I guess it's by numbers.
Last year SGA should have won.
It's by numbers now.
That is kind of what.
Russell
MVP
Westbrook
is.
should have been winning for years.
No.
When he was the triple double king.
2 years
should have been winning.
he averaged triple-double.
Oh,
2 years.
straight years, exactly.
Yeah. He did get MVP one of
but
them.
way before Jokic even hit his peak.
Yeah. That's true. He did get
Russ was the
MVP one of them.
triple-double.
But I
he
think
did?
it's like a fatigue, like a MVP fatigue, like LeBron was. He was getting it, and then Derrick Rose all of a sudden got it, and you're like, the stats don't even make sense for Derrick Rose to get it. You know what I mean?
He got
so it's like
cheated out of
voter
it, yeah.
fatigue.
Yeah.
But I do think SGA should have won it last year. So really, it works out because Joel Embiid won it last year, which is crazy to me. But whatever. Jokic missed out, but SGA should have one anyways. Joel should have
people
one.
like Joel shouldn't even be eligible, bro. You don't even play enough games.
He played enough games that
He
season.
did?
Yeah,
How many?
that season.
70?
I think
got-
it's like 65 games you have to play out of 82.
Okay. Then he probably must be played just 65.
Just enough. And he probably did like half games. Game 3, that was a beatdown. That you couldn't even watch that. They benched the starters in the third quarter, game 3. 101 OKC, 143 Minnesota. All these stats are a little skewed.
Very, very, very good.
Oh, that's
beatdown.
tough.
Very good
and
beatdown.
Third quarter, so they only played 3 quarters. So these stats are a little skewed. You got SGA 14, 2, and 6. He only shot 4 free throws. So by the numbers, you could say, oh, that's why they lost. But honestly, I think it's superstars that get the free throws. I do think he gets phantom calls, but free throws are not, he's not a free throw merchant. Every good player gets free throws, with the exception of AE. He does not get many free throws, which is weird to me, but whatever.
Tell you why nobody's getting in there when he's coming through.
Yeah, it might be. I'm just looking at the numbers.
They getting out the way, bro.
Jalen Brunson gets free throws.
The way I see him
Big
dunk
Cat
on
gets free
people,
throws.
bro, is brutal,
it's
bro.
nasty.
And it's like when he dunked, he's still going higher in the air when he dunked. And I'm like, that's it.
He had a layup last night that I thought he was going to flush on him. Even Reggie, he was announcing, he was like, I thought he was going to flush that one. It's crazy. He's really good.
That boy got hops,
He's
bro.
fun to watch.
He
Very
got
fun
hops.
to watch.
It'll be him, Jalen Green, and John Morant for me. Like,
Oh, they all
guys
could
who
dunk.
I
Yeah.
love to see, like,
Jalen
put
Green
guys
disappears
on.
in big
Nah, but
situations.
I'm just talking
but
about
dunking.
his dunks. Yeah.
He's nice.
Them boys will
And
put you
John
on a
Morant's
poster.
nasty,
Them
too.
boys will put you on a poster.
John Morant does not give a shit at all.
He definitely
does
don't.
not care.
Nah, he don't care about his landing or nothing.
Nothing. Just the shooting splits here: 41, 32, 90 for OKC, and then 57, 50, 77
Ooh, them boys damn near
for
shot
Minnesota.
60% from
Yo,
the floor.
from free throws, from 3-point, 50% is crazy. You
Yeah.
don't lose shooting 50%. Game 4 just happened last night. 128, 126. This was a
Yes.
nail biter. This one was close.
I don't care. I don't care
like
because I'm gonna tell you why SGA is the superstar that he is. Consistency. Yeah, he might have got hit
that was
in
bad.
game 3.
Yeah. But he came back and dropped 40 on him.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
You can't. He ain't even nowhere near that area.
Not in this series.
In this
yeah.
play- in
He
this
got
series,
30
right.
last game, and that was in 3 quarters, so he surely would have dropped 40, I would assume.
Yeah,
But-
possibly.
That was a close game. The
that
last
went down
one
to
to
the wire.
become into 40, but this one was very close, down to the wire. Very end, they still had a chance. Even the lob at the end of the game, it's been done.
Oh, yeah.
They still had a chance on that lob when SGA threw it out of bounds. Here's a few stats for you. Jalen Williams, 34, 3, 5, 3 steals. Chet Holmgren, 21, 7, 1 in a steal and 3 blocks. SGA, 40, 9, 10, almost a triple-double. 12 for 14 from free throw. After that, you got McDaniels, 22, 4, 2, and 4 steals. He's very good on defense.
SGA went 5 for.
No, that's Dante DiVincenzo.
Okay.
McDaniels, he didn't make the defensive team, and that guy is nasty. He's very good.
Yeah, he's a good defender.
Great.
He's
Yeah,
definitely
I like
a good
him.
defender. Yeah.
And Nickeil Alexander-Walker really defended SGA really well. I know he scored 40, but whenever Nickeil Alexander-Walker was on the court, he made it tough on him. SGA just made shots. Yeah,
So
I was watching that whole game.
so let's check out the efficiency.
All right, I'll finish up while you're checking that out.
Yeah, do that,
AE, 16, 4, and 6. He really didn't show up again. And then Dante, 21, 3, and 5. 5 for 8 from 3. Nickeil Alexander-Walker as well, 5 for 8 from 3-point, 23, 4, and 6. The bench really kept him in that game.
Oh, I mean, hey,
SGA took a lot of shots.
I stand correct. Yeah, 13 for 30. That's not efficient.
I mean, it's not horrible, but it's not.
Yeah, 2 for 7.
So I'm telling you, like
3-point.
He made it tough on him. Nickeil Alexander-Walker is the one that needs to be guarding him, if not AE. Shooting splits 51, 43.
What happened to
76? Oh, go ahead. What's up?
You know, and it's crazy because both of your superstars averaged 5 turnovers in that game apiece.
Oh, they both had 5 turnovers?
Julius Randle and AE.
That's probably lost.
And AE. That's not good. That's not good for helping the team win either.
No, that helped to lose them the game. One of those turnovers was the foul call that I told you about, where SGA I don't know, he passed it and then they said that he screened SGA or something. I don't know, and he fell down. He just fell down out of nowhere. But they gave him the call, so it is what it is. Shooting splits 51, 43, 76 for OKC. And then 51, 44, 79 for Minnesota. So that was a close game. Like, the splits
Minnesota
are almost equal.
Better.
Yeah. They just shot less because of all the turnovers.
That's right.
So if you got turnovers, the shooting splits don't. But this game was still winnable at the very last second. It was a very good game. You got anything on this? I'm sticking with Minnesota. I'm sticking with my call. I have to. I called it. So we'll see. Bro.
There's going to be nobody that come back from 3-1 like LeBron did.
Oh, he's a real LeBron junkie, yeah.
No, I'm just that's a small shot to AE. That's a small shot to AE.
I think they could pull it off, but we'll see.
You think?
Yeah. I'm confident that
that means they have to win 3 games in a row.
I'm confident.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not as confident as I am in the Knicks. The Knicks
I don't even think you believe yourself when you say.
Well, I called them, so I have to stick with it. I'm not. Gonna,
okay. So that's what it is. You're just sticking with it.
All right. If I'm being honest, 3-1 is tough to come back from, and they've been blown out for most of them. But I think they figured it out. They
you
got
said
a
it's
tight
hard
game.
to come back from.
Yeah, dang near
impossible. Yeah, virtually impossible.
I mean, it's been done, so it's very hard to come back from. It's not impossible. No, I think more than one team now.
Thought LeBron was the only people who came back from 3-1. Maybe in the finals then.
Maybe it was just the finals.
Maybe it was just the
finals. Because the playoffs, I'm pretty sure a couple teams have done it. But for sure, the finals, I've never seen that.
That'll be something good for us to look up and get to the fans too.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and talk about Indiana, New York. Get that out the way. This series is nice. Like, very close every game. Indiana 138, 135.
Indeed.
Yeah. Indy took it. Naismith 32 and 1 steal, 2 blocks.
Carolina going
That's your boy.
To raise up.
Halliburton 31, 4 and 11. Naismith, by the way, was on fire in the fourth.
Bro,
like right before halftime. They were up. I don't remember how many points they were up. They were up like 14 points. New York was, and it seemed single-handed. Naismith just brought him back. And I'm
happy he was actually born in South Carolina.
Yeah.
Like, you have other people who was raised here in South Carolina that weren't actually born here.
Yes, sir.
Or went to another school. This man right here is homegrown South Carolina. He's not like Zion and Ray Allen. You know, those guys, I don't even think they were really from here. Maybe I'm wrong.
They were like military family. I think Ray Allen was military family, right?
Yeah, you know what I mean? But that boy right there, he's straight out
of Compton. Just kidding. South Carolina. New York Knicks. Cat had 35, 12 and 2. Brunson 43, 1 and 5. 7 turnovers, unfortunately, for Brunson. 8 of 9 for 3-point, by the way, for Naismith. That's how on fire that guy was. And most of that was right before the end of the game, right before overtime.
Wow.
I swear he single-handedly took him to overtime by himself. It was crazy. Halliburton at the end had the choke because he thought he hit the 3 that would have won it for him, but it took him to overtime. He stepped back. He lost his dribble, steps back, shoots it up. It hits the back of the rim, goes straight up, straight back in.
Ooh.
And he thought it was a 3, so he did the Reggie Miller, the old school choke symbol. And unfortunately, it was a 2. But then New York went ahead and lost it anyways, even in overtime. I don't know how they allowed that. Like, if he did that choke thing on me, I don't know. Like, that's crazy.
Well,
but they did choke.
Gesture should be allowed.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying the refs should say anything. I'm saying the Knicks should have, destroyed him. If he goes to the paint, hey, the Michael Jordan rules are in effect. You know what I mean?
Oh, my goodness. Who ruled?
The Michael Jordan rule.
Okay, the first person to make the rule, cry about it.
But what's crazy, 3 minutes left, New York led by 14 points, and they let it just dwindle away to go to overtime.
Ain't no lead safe.
No, it's not. Especially these two teams are so good at
they
coming
known
back.
for being comeback
And
kids.
we'll talk about that in game 3.
Yeah.
Real quick, game 2, it wasn't anything special. It was a very close game, but it wasn't like not much to highlight. Unfortunately, 114, 109. Indy won again. Siakam 39-5-3. Halliburton 14-8-11. Pretty close to a triple-double. Big Cat 20-7.
Pause.
28 minutes. They only played their superstar 28 minutes. Like, Thibodeau needs to fix that. That's crazy.
And he gave an explanation.
Nothing's gonna
He
be
said
good
it was the
enough for
guys that were on the court that were giving them the best chance to win, and he didn't want to screw that up.
Oh, well,
That's
didn't
logic.
win.
That's
They didn't
logic.
win. Thibodeau, I don't. He's not my favorite coach. I'm not a big
He's
fan
not my
of
favorite
Thibodeau.
coach neither. But I like that logic on that call.
I get the logic, but 28 minutes for your superstar, that dude should be playing damn near 40 minutes every game.
Now we got to look at his plus minus.
Oh, it's plus minus, not bad.
No, I'm
and we'll
saying,
go over that
on
in,
that game. On that game, to see if it was better with him on the court or it was worse with him on the court. If they were
You wanna look
benefiting
that up
from
while I
having
go
him
over
on
the rest?
court. I mean, I can't.
That's game 2. But that's a good point. Plus minus means a lot.
Yeah.
That is a very good point. So Cat 27 and 28 minutes only. Bridges 27-2. Brunson 36-3-11. Like, he's really scoring, but he's not so efficient.
Who?
Brunson.
Yeah,
he shoots a lot.
He's just doing what he can. Boy, scrambling.
And he's been in foul trouble for the whole
negative
series.
20, bro,
Big Cat?
in that game.
Really?
Oh, sorry.
Hey, I guess that defines it because negative 20. That's crazy. Negative
That's
20.
why.
All right.
That's why they had to
can't
keep him
argue
off
with
the
that.
court.
Negative
Now,
20
we
is
can't
bad.
speak for the next game.
Yeah, no, the next game he destroyed. Shooting splits 52, 43, 71 for Indiana. 48, 34, 86 for New York. So shooting splits were pretty close. New York wasn't hitting the threes, unfortunately. Game 3, this was a good one. This one was it Sunday? Yeah, it was Sunday.
Yes, it was.
100 to 106.
It was
This game was
disgusting to watch.
tight right at
It
the
was
end.
disgusting to watch.
I loved it. Halliburton 24-7, 3 steals. He had himself a pretty good night. Cat came alive in the fourth, I swear. 24, 15, and 1. He had this nasty dunk.
Yeah, he
I
did.
think it was on Naismith. It might have been on the
it
other
was
guy.
on another guy.
The light
Nimrod.
guy.
Nimrod.
Nemhard. Yeah. And then he was just hitting crazy threes. He hit a 3 where I'm pretty sure Siakam fouled him.
It wasn't crazy. He only made 3.
No, in the fourth quarter I'm talking about.
You think he
I'm
shot
just
all
talking
of them
about,
in the fourth?
I think at least 2 of them I know were in the fourth. But he'll catch
Yeah, but
it.
let me tell you what else he had.
Tell me.
6 turnovers.
Yeah. They won the game. But 6 turnovers is tough. But he'll catch it and be 3 steps from the 3-point line and immediately toss it up. It's crazy.
It's like Nasir Reed.
Yeah,
it's like
sort of
watching
the
him
same
shoot the
release
ball.
almost.
Yeah, I was
You
like,
know what? They played
yeah,
together. Maybe
they
that
did
has
play
something to
together,
do with it. But yeah, Cat 24, 15, and 1. Brunson 23, 2 and 1.
Okay.
OG had 3 blocks and along with 16 points. That was a real good
Yeah,
game for OG.
Anunoby. I like when he come alive.
He's
he
nice.
doesn't have. He reminds me of a bigger Paul Pierce. Like he just plays textbook regular, but he knows his fundamentals is like on a great tier. Like
Oh, okay. I
not-
get what you're saying.
yeah.
He's way better on defense than Paul Pierce. I
I would say defense.
Yeah.
I'm talking, watching him play.
just seeing him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah. He's very good on defense.
It's nothing like
Every once in a while he'll come alive and he'll have the dunks and he'll have the
Okay.
step back threes, but very rarely. I actually just watched a reel about it. Some girl was in the stands and they were like, "Oh, OG's playing different today." Yeah. It's pretty funny, pretty good reel. Naismith did go out in the third corner with the ankle. He came back in the fourth.
All right.
But not enough to win him the game.
Okay.
And then their coach didn't make any announcement about the injury. I assume he's going to be okay because he came back in the fourth, but we'll see.
You know what? I can tell you right now. I can see if he's on the injured list for this game coming up.
He might be. Shooting splits 44, 20, and 82. 20% from three. Pacers.
Say it again.
They only shot 20% from three. The Pacers.
Horrible.
Yeah, and they were still in the game. That's crazy.
He's not on the injury list.
Okay, good. We like to see that.
Yes.
New York went 44, 34, and 90. So not too much better, but better than 20% from three.
Yeah, they came back and took that game.
Yeah.
They should have been down 3-0.
DeLon Wright and Landry Shamet played some minutes too. So Thibodeau's digging into his bench, which is good to see. Thibodeau is very notorious for only playing like 6 or 7 people.
Yeah. I think Landry Shamet had like 11 minutes. I was just seeing. I think
I
just seen that.
Yeah, 11 minutes, and DeLon Wright had 13. That's awesome. Good call. I am definitely confident in the Knicks to pull this off. I know they're down 2-1, but I think the Knicks will pull this off. What's up? Okay. This one I'm confident in. I'm not saying. I mean, I picked them to win, but I'm still confident in it.
Okay. I mean, if I knew I didn't have a shot, I'm just gonna be realistic with it.
No, the Knicks have a shot. It's been tight games the whole time, so it's not blowouts. Not like the OKC and Minnesota. And Minnesota might find their tracks and go. We got the All-NBA team, the first team, Giannis, SGA, Jokic, and Tatum. They all got 100% of the votes.
Oh, okay.
And then Donovan Mitchell was the only one that wasn't all first-team votes. The way they vote, they got first, second, third team.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they might have a fourth slot, but I know they have first, second, third, and we'll post this up here.
So how can he be there if he didn't get 100%?
He doesn't need 100%. They do it off of like a scoring, right? So first team, you get 5 points. So these 4 players got 500 points.
Okay.
And then he got like 490 or something because he got a few second team votes.
Okay.
But he had higher score than everybody else.
Oh, which led him. Okay.
Correct.
All of those guys were unanimously picked for first team.
Yeah. These 4 were unanimous picks for first team, and then Donovan Mitchell snuck in. But, I mean, rightfully so. He was the only one at negative plus minus, though, unfortunately.
That's horrible.
Yeah. And his boy Mobley had a 7.7 plus minus.
Yeah,
LeBron was a negative.
Yeah, he was a negative too.
This is one of 3 seasons he's been negative in plus minus for the season. One of 3. Okay. His rookie season and his second season with the Lakers, I think, or maybe first, he was like negative 10. I don't know. They just had a bad season. Okay. Second team, I looked into this because I knew you were about to ask.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Brunson, Steph, AE, LeBron, Mobley, second team All-NBA. Okay. Third team, you got Cade Cunningham, Tyrese Halliburton, James Harden, Karl Anthony Towns, and Jalen Williams snuck in. I'm not sure how, but he made it.
You're not sure how?
Yeah, I feel like
Who would you have in place of him?
See, I knew you were going to ask me that, and I don't have an answer currently for that. Yeah. But his stats, I mean, they're not below everybody else's by a huge margin. But he made the third team, so
5 and 5.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
With a
1.6,
yeah,
blocks.
Almost 2 steals or
and a plus minus of 6.6.
Yeah, plus minus. Well, you played on OKC. Everybody has a good plus minus there too. You got to think about that. Yeah. A plus minus is like team helpful as well. Like SGA had a 12.1, which is ridiculous.
He has the best on this entire list. Excuse me.
100%.
Yeah, he has the best on this entire list.
And that's the winningest team in the NBA this season, so it makes sense. I'm sure if we looked up
Joker's
Steph back in the day,
8.5.
which is crazy because he's one of the only great players on this team. He doesn't have as much supporting cast, but nobody knew like they're still
that boy
young.
in double digits for the plus minus.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. That's ridiculous. Now, I do want to highlight the SGA and Jokic stats. If you take a look, the only stat that SGA led in was blocks and plus minus.
And points.
Oh, well, yeah, points. You're right.
So if you do those 3, they even.
That's
they're still even.
5 rebounds to 12.7, almost 13.
A center is supposed to rebound like that.
Fair enough. All right. So a point guard's supposed to assist.
Yeah, but averaging 6.4 is good. Look at, let me see who else. Wait, who else is a point guard? Brunson averages
7.3.
Okay, so that's not far. Steph averaged beneath SGA.
Yeah,
he's a point guard.
I mean, real close. They were close.
I would expect Cade because we know Cade is a high.
Halliburton,
they're
9.2, 9.1.
Yeah. Harden, I expect him to be up there. But no, I think he's right where he needs to be.
LeBron beat him in
of course.
in
We all
assists.
know LeBron's
He
does that.
low-key pass
He
first.
passes the ball, yeah.
I just want you to see the stats and see what I'm saying. I have a valid point.
You have a valid point as to what?
That
Joker
Jokic
should have won?
Yeah.
No.
You don't think so?
No, bro. Look at okay, like we said, plus minus speaks volumes.
On the best team, I think it speaks volumes that he's at an 8.5 with the team that he has
It's
around
really
him.
just that's real. That's real. What is it? Unbelievable.
No, it's really good for the team and the team's record.
Okay, but
You know
we
what
know
I mean?
how important it is for him to be on the court.
Oh, 100%.
We know that you said really that's what it plays into, right? How
effective you are, like defense
what I'm
and
saying.
offense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
plus minus is how many points the team scores against you, how many points your team scores while you're on the court, and they do the math, and this is what it is.
So SGA is
very
we can
important.
tell.
Yeah, if he's not
tell.
on the court, the team's probably not going to win, or not likely to win. But it does take your teammates into account too.
But they are 3-3.
So
right?
who?
They are 3-3, right?
Who is?
Right here. I mean, as far as when we're looking at the stats.
Well, if you're
Points,
if you're
rebounds,
comparing the big
assists, steals,
stats,
blocks.
yeah. If you're comparing the big stats, yeah. I'm just saying I have a valid point here. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm saying I'm right. I'm not saying for you to say I'm right. I'm just saying there is a huge argument to be had, especially averaging a triple double. But anyways, that's the first team All NBA.
So let me ask you something. Do
Go
you
ahead.
think if you average a triple double, automatically you should be MVP?
Absolutely not. Not in any sense of that.
So what's your case for Joker?
Because Joker's team has a very high winning record. They made the playoffs, and Joker's statistics helped his team win. He's the most valuable player on his team. He's the most valuable. He's a player that if you pull him from the Nuggets are not winning.
Well, right now it's proven that if you pull SGA from his team,
he has a 12-point. But so plus
That's what I'm
minus
saying.
doesn't cover everything, though. Just to be clear. So, like, for instance, say SGA is guarding Nickeil Alexander-Walker, right? And they don't even touch the ball, and Rudy Gobert gets the ball from AE. SGA's over here guarding Alexander-Walker.
Correct.
He doesn't have anything to do with the player. He couldn't even blow up the play. He couldn't do anything because he has to guard his guy. Rudy Gobert gets the ball and dunks it. That's 2 points for him negative right now. That had nothing to do with him. So sometimes it does play into it, sometimes it doesn't. That's why negative 0.3 is not a huge deal to say, well, he wasn't good for his team. If it's like a negative 10, then you're like, whoa, let's calm that down. Like a negative 0.8 isn't even that bad. Okay. Like he's still a positive. LeBron, what LeBron brings to the game.
Yeah.
It was just unfortunate that maybe they didn't have a center this
24
season.
24 this year?
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah.
That's big.
24.4, yeah. 7.8 and 8.2. I knew you'd like to see that. But I'm just saying there's an argument to
That's
be made
good
here.
to see, though. I can't even lie.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
good to see
40?
for a 40-year-old.
That's at 40. Next
Wait,
team.
Donovan Mitchell
24, 4 and 4.
averaged less.
Yeah.
Steph averaged a point one.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
These are inspiring stats when
That's
you get
good.
to see.
How old he is?
Yeah,
And Steph's old too now.
Not
Don't sleep
nowhere
on him.
near.
He's not LeBron.
Nowhere
old.
near. I
No.
think he's what, 36?
But he's retiring soon.
I think he's about 36.
I think he is 36, actually. All defensive team. Dyson Daniels out of Atlanta.
Yes.
OKC, Lou Dort.
Yes.
Draymond Green, Golden State Warriors.
Yes.
Mobley, obviously, the
I
defensive
like
player
all
of the
them.
year.
I like that.
Amen Thompson out of Houston.
Bro, that's elite.
Oh, yeah, he's great. His brother, too.
That's elite.
His brother didn't make the second team even, which is a surprise to me. But Tamani Kamara from Portland. Not many people know about him, but he's a real long arm guy.
Okay.
He's solid. I don't know about him making the team over Asar, but yeah, he did. Rudy Gobert made the team. Triple J, Jaren Jackson Jr., Jalen Williams made the second team, and Ivica Zubac made the second team. There's a few people that interchange here, but there's not like second team, all defensive. Although it is a great honor and great job, guys. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Second team is kind of slept on. Nobody really, you know what I mean?
The first star rookie. I mean, I
Yeah.
like Castle. I like Edie. I don't really know the rest of the guys.
Ricochet was the #1 draft pick. Alexander Sarr, Washington, their center. He's like 7'1".
Okay.
He's in Washington though. Nobody watches
No,
Washington.
shot them boys out.
And then
man.
Jalen Wells in Memphis. So congratulations on your first team. The only one to make 100% was Stephen Castle. He was
Castle's
the
a
rookie
baller,
of the
bro.
year.
He's a baller though.
Yeah. He's nice.
He's a real
Edie's
baller.
nice too now, but he's easy to take advantage of. He's sort of like a Rudy Gobert.
He's still
made
so
first
sold
rookie.
on Edie.
I am. I'm sold on him. If you feed him
Good
that
job.
low,
Good job, Edie. Good job.
But yeah, Jalen Wells, his teammate, made first team too. I've never seen two on the same team make it. I'm sure
That's
it's
fire.
happened, but I've never seen it.
That's fire. That's work too. That's work.
Oh
ethic.
yeah, one of my favorite rookies, Buzelis on the Chicago Bulls. He made the second team, so not as good, but he's nice. He had some dunks, man. That guy's nice. He's a power forward, small forward. Bub Carrington out of Washington made the second team. Donovan Clingan, he put DeAndre Ayton out of a job. DeAndre Ayton's gone from Portland.
Wow.
Yeah, so Clingan had a really good season.
Okay.
Misi
We'll take
out of
him.
New Orleans. Yeah, you need a center. Yeah, you
And
will take him.
We'll gladly take him.
Yeah, I know you will. Khalil Ware out of Miami. He's nice too. He's their
Okay.
center. He's really good. Second team.
There's
Congratulations.
some
Oh, go ahead.
centers up there on the second team.
Well, yeah, I think you have to have. Well, no, there's two centers. That's
That's what
crazy.
I'm saying,
yeah.
yeah.
And Misi, I think, is a center too. Maybe it's positionless. On the first team, Edie's the only center that I could think. Oh no, Alexander Sarr. I guess he's a power forward center.
Okay.
It really basketball's kind of positionless now.
At this point, yeah.
I mean, you couldn't say Edie's anything but a center, because he really can't.
That's right. He
Do
can't
anything but center
yeah,
stuff.
Correct.
But most people are positionless. Like Castle, you could play him point guard, shooting guard.
That's right.
Who else do you got? You got Rudy Gobert as a true center, but Triple J is power forward center.
Correct.
Maybe even small forward he could play. But all right, congratulations all you guys on those
Congratulations,
awards.
man. Yeah.
I still think Jokic should have won it. I'll calm down with that, but it's tough, man. Triple double, doing so good. I'm sold on him. I
said it. I said it.
Yeah, you said that.
And right now, Joker looking like a joke.
Oh wow.
He's not in the playoffs no more.
He's not. He's fishing.
That boy SGA. Didn't SGA
He's
send
still
the
in there.
fishing?
Huh?
Did they play SGA?
Yeah, they sent him 7 games. It took him 7 though.
I don't care.
Yeah, I know. You still
okay.
won. A win's a
win is
win.
There you go. I take it.
Over the weekend, the Indy 500, Alex Palau won it. I don't know the name. I don't really follow it, but it's a pretty big sporting event. So we figured we'd say something about it. Memorial Day yesterday. It's a good time to remember any of the fallen veterans and whatnot. Thank you for your service. We'll never forget you, and we appreciate that.
Very much so.
That's all I got on the sports end of things. So now I'd really like to get into the RG3 Ryan Clark conversation. So I actually called Big Zo on the way to work.
Yeah.
I think I was on the way to work. I don't remember. I know I was in the car. I called him. I said, hey, man, you got a second? And I just had to talk to him about it. It like offended me that Ryan Clark would say that about RG3. First off, like bring his family in. So just to bring you up to speed, Caitlin Clark and
Angel Reese.
Correct. Had a altercation. Not an altercation. It was a foul. I think it was a common foul, but they called it flagrant. Angel Reese flopped on the ground. RG3 said that Angel Reese has hatred for Caitlin Clark and that he could see it in her eyes. And you could. Like,
Which is true.
She's taking her jersey off and saying stuff. I mean, I'm not going to say what she said. You got lip readers. You have eyes. You could see what she said. She wanted to fight her, obviously. Making a big deal. The NBA does good with that, or WNBA, because you're making a heel and a face movement. Correct. So it's basically like wrestling. Like, you got a bad guy and a good guy. Angel Reese, clearly the bad guy. Caitlin Clark's a good guy. You create drama there. People want to tune into the drama. I mean, look at us talking about the drama. We're not even talking about that drama. Really, we're talking about drama built off of that drama. So RG3 said that Angel Reese had hate for Caitlin Clark. And then Ryan Clark, no relation to Caitlin Clark, by the way. I don't know if you know who he is, but clearly you could tell it's no relation. Ryan Clark, yeah, you like that? Ryan Clark said that RG3 he made it into a race thing, which is like disgusting to me. Not everything has to be race. Like almost nothing is race, to be honest. It's like, stop taking it there. So Ryan Clark said that RG3 doesn't know the struggles of a black woman because his wife is white.
That's right. That's
just
exactly
for
what he said.
a small cap on it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give you the whole dialogue, but that's basically what was said. And that's unfortunate that things have to devolve into race, because there's no, like, sports doesn't know race.
It's amazing. It's amazing for the people that's claiming that the other side is racist is the ones who's actually the racist people.
Or that are bringing it into race.
Or making it race.
Yeah, nobody said anything about Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark. Never said anything about race.
They both said it was a hard foul. I think they both eventually agreed that it was a hard foul.
Yeah, you're not going to give away the bucket. It's called a take foul. You take that foul because you're not giving them the bucket.
For one, I just think it's at this point, it's all performative. I think that Ryan Clark, he needs the clicks. I think that
I think that's probably right.
At this point in time in our life, in our existence, the biggest troll or the biggest clickbait you can create is pulling a race card. I mean, literally. That's all you got to do to receive some type of clicks. Be black, blame white. Oh, instant clicks. Instant clicks.
It's unfortunate. Everything is not race. That had nothing to do with race. Caitlin Clark is white.
That's right.
Angel Reese is black.
Correct. We can all see that.
Nothing to do with race.
We can all see
there was no racism involved. I think after the game, Angel Reese or something said something about the fans saying something racist, and we mentioned it last podcast.
Yeah.
Who knows if that happened? Again, I've never met a racist before in my life.
If they did, they should be banned.
Agreed.
I mean, they should literally be banned. You know, that shouldn't be tolerated. And Morgan Freeman. In the words of Morgan Freeman, right?
Stop talking about it, didn't you say?
Yep. The best way to get rid of racism, stop talking about it. Literally, stop talking about it.
That'll never happen. But Morgan Freeman did say that. You know what?
And that's why you have to, that's why you have to create a certain circle for yourself at that point. Like my counterparts, my friends who I hang out with, we don't talk about that stuff. We don't even care about that stuff. We don't even see color, bro. We see brothers. Yeah. We don't see colors. We see brothers. Literally, that's a great one. We don't see colors.
I agree.
We see brothers.
I like it.
And these guys will give me their shirts off their back, vice versa. You know what I mean? And we look out for each other's well-being. And believe it, and I can promise you, my circle is as black and white as it gets. Yeah, it's more what they call it, apartheid.
Apartheid?
When they say black and white, something like that. I don't know. But yeah,
apartheid's not.
It's like a referee shirt. Let me put it like that.
Yeah.
That's how my circle look. It's nothing but black and white. So, you know what I mean? And we're only destroying the next generation to keep talking about something that don't even exist. People got to cut it out. If it do exist, I'm not experiencing it. And if someone is experiencing it, you know, my heart sincerely goes out to you for it. And I just don't, in this instance right here, I don't see it. People are creating a bad narrative for the WNBA. Ever since they started, they have been in a deficit for even existing as a basketball corporation, and
they're still in a deficit. But Caitlin Clark has helped to bring it up. So I actually was going to bring this up afterwards, but since we're already into it, the Indiana Fever, I think is their team name. They sold more tickets than 5 NBA teams.
Okay.
Including the Indiana Pacers.
I heard
including
that. Yeah.
The Grizzlies, Hornets, and Hawks were the other teams. Yeah.
And that's an elite team.
There's one other team. I just cut it from the thing.
Yeah. It's a big team.
But for the WNBA to sell more tickets, obviously. So Clark was responsible for 26.5% of the WNBA economic activity last season. That's just a fact from economists. So why are you trying to slaughter your golden goose here? Like, it's not just like Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, I get it. You're creating this dynamic
And that's been
to get
created from
clicks.
college, too.
Yeah.
That's been created
and they
from
created
college,
it, but
yeah.
I'm sure the WNBA is helping with that. But you got the All-Stars or the legends talking mess about Caitlin Clark. Like, applaud her. If she gets fed, everybody gets fed. You know what I mean? And the way you make money is fans.
Absolutely.
People want to watch you make money. People
Correct.
want to watch Caitlin Clark. So embrace that. You
That's
know
right.
how many tickets sell when she comes to town? I
can
think
only
a
imagine.
preseason
I
game.
can only imagine.
I think the preseason ticket sales were more than any NBA preseason ticket sales.
Would it be too much for me to go out on a limb and say at this point she's basically the face of the WNBA?
Oh, 100% is the face. And it's and everybody's not everybody. People are starting to embrace it. Like, look at the whole Indiana Fever team. They brought a bunch of free agents in that want to play with her.
Yeah.
But it's like Brittany Griner had like a alter. I don't know how valid
you know
it
what?
is, but she had like an issue
you know
with her
what?
too.
My opinion. This is my opinion. Trump should have left the ass where she was at.
Oh, I agree. We traded some
Ungrateful,
murderer
ungrateful
for her. So,
Ungrateful,
yeah,
savage.
it's unfortunate.
And like I said, it's a reason why people that look like me are not wanted in these spaces, because just watch how you conduct yourself. You have absolutely no decorum in this. It's to me, it's embarrassing.
Do you remember that Chris Paul trade with the Lakers, where they were going to trade him and they rescinded it?
No, tell me about it. I mean,
Remember?
I heard about it. Was supposed.
So
to
he was
happen,
supposed to go to the Lakers, and then they rescinded it and said, nah, because we're the owners of the Hornets. Anyways, I was going to ask if we could rescind that trade for Brittany Griner, send her back and get,
I listen.
It's about time. It's a joke. It's a joke. You don't really.
She
gotta
don't
go
even
for
realize the reason why she's back in America.
it. She don't care. But that's all besides the point. I do want to make a point that it doesn't matter who RG3's married to.
Oh,
For
no,
him
no,
to
no, no, no.
comment,
To get back on that straight. Straight
That's
like that.
that's disgusting to me to say. First off, RG3 is black. But also, it doesn't matter what color you are to comment on Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. You could be any color skin. And it doesn't matter if you know the struggle of a black female. Like, we're talking about basketball. We're talking about basketball.
And Ryan Clark has a daughter that is half white.
Yeah,
So,
but that's also not any.
See, what type of message are you sending to her?
Oh yeah.
What type of message are you sending to your own?
There's
you
a
gotta
lot of levels to
You got to
this. There's
mind
levels
what
to
you
this.
say out of your mouth.
Yeah.
You got to really, because you get so lost in the clicks that you just forget. I don't know if you forgot for a second that you had a biracial daughter, but you got to think, man, everybody getting lost up in the clicks. You want these clicks. You want to push this narrative. Listen, man, let these girls play basketball. Let them be great. If you're going to speak on anything, just speak about the basketball. Stop bringing politics.
You're a sports
into it.
analyst.
Stop
Stick to
bringing race
basketball.
into it, because
Sports.
obviously that's not what it is. And if that was the case, the WNBA would have gotten in between it at this point. They're not going to risk losing money, and I can just cut it out, bro. I mean, I ain't never even heard of you.
He's a mid-level cornerback, free safety on the Steelers. His biggest claim to fame is the Packers winning the Super Bowl
But
against
this is his fame. No, literally, this is his claim to fame.
Yeah.
Your claim to fame is getting clicks, saying things for clicks, and it going viral. So enjoy this moment, because it's literally bigger than your football career.
Oh, I think so. Also, another point needs to be made. The way he said that RG3 doesn't understand like the struggle of black women, like he's not interacted with black women in his life. His mother is black, I do believe, and he has, I think, 3 daughters that are black as well.
I can tell you what,
or obviously like biracial. But what is that? It don't matter.
I have a brother. My baby brother is married. You know. And my sister-in-law, Katie, she isn't white. She's Italian, but, they're going to classify it as white, right?
Yeah.
And I promise you, not for a minute, not for a millisecond, you could tell that boy, I don't even know what the consequences would be if such a thing was to come out of your mouth.
Oh, for him.
Challenging
From him.
his black card.
That's crazy.
You got to watch what you're saying, because you got brothers out there that really live this black thing that you claiming. You rich. You ain't going through what these black brothers going through. So you got people that really live this black thing that you really got to be conscious of how you speaking, because everybody ain't going to react the way that RG3 is reacting to what you're saying.
Pretty professional.
And maybe they shouldn't react that way, which would only confirm the negative about how we are as a people. But you got to get checked. You need a reality check, because saying certain things out of your mouth is just not it's not cool at all. It's not cool at all. But
anybody can comment on sports, regardless of your race, regardless of your wife, regardless of your husband. Comment on sports. Have an educated conversation about sports, but don't devolve it into politics. Like, honestly, like, you go watch sports to kind of get away from everything. You don't want to be brought back into it. It's crazy.
That's and people are going to stop watching sports.
Yeah.
When you hear people like him get up there saying what he's saying, now they're like, oh, man, you know what? I don't want to watch this.
Yeah, I'd go watch Fox News if I wanted to watch that.
Yeah, I'll go watch MSNBC.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch this stuff
I
anymore.
agree.
You know, and we got to stop, man. Just enjoy the sport. Let them get chippy. Let it be a rivalry. Obviously, it's good for the WNBA.
100%. Views are way up.
And these girls can handle themselves. They don't need you chiming in with some racist things. These girls can handle themselves. They got it. They already there because they got it. They don't need Ryan Clark to come in and spin a narrative for them.
That has nothing to do with anything.
There you go.
It had nothing to do with basketball
Absolutely
or nothing. But respect to RG3 with the way he handled it.
Yep.
I would have been very offended myself.
He handled it the way a real black man is supposed to handle it. Ryan Clark. he handled it the way a real brother would handle it.
It's tiresome for everything to get devolved into race. So
that's
unfortunate. And yeah, that's all I got to say about that. You got anything else?
Nah, man. Listen, man. Let's just continue to support us. I was going to get into something, but I'll save that for next week, because I promise that's going to be a let's call it a nuclear bomb for the next episode.
We want to have a little short one since Memorial Day. We had long weekends.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, like, share, subscribe. Give us some feedback in the comments.
Yep.
And we'll see you again next week.
Continue watching, guys.
Yeah, please.
We're on our way. We couldn't do it without y'all.
100%. We appreciate everyone. All right. Thanks,
See
bro.
you next week.
Yes, sir.